What did you make a list?
Did you check it twice?
No.
You didn't check it twice?
No.
You know what you should check?
What?
You know what you really should check?
What check?
Because it is June.
Ah,
Yeah.
the cheerleader.
Yeah.
I checked this time.
Yeah, you've got a clear path to go check yourself.
Damn Tory!
Hello there, folks. It's Sunday, and you know what that means, the rails are yours, we trade to Wheel 5. It's June as well, which means the scores have all been reset. Unfortunately, it means that someone has got to be quiet again, haven't they? Yeah, of course they've got to be quiet, haven't they? Yeah, okay, whatever. Let's go to the trains. Let's go to the Bernina Line for your scenario today. Your 2-hour scenario called Close Call Delivery. Start your journey at Poschavio station, picking up oil tankers and deliver them to their respected location. So grab your ticket, get in line. Sheldon here as well to have some fun. Although Sheldon's going to be having a lot of fun in this video. Some would say Sheldon's about to have too much fun for Sheldon's own fucking good. But before we get into the Bernina Line, I swear I'd show it to you this time.
It's a fucking cow.
A fucking cow. That is the mastery right there. A helicopter just floating there, and if you look very carefully underneath him, you will find...
A fucking cow.
A fucking cow. Hell yeah. You use one of them to make a PlayStation for it too.
No, to turn PS2 into Xbox 360.
Ah, you use one of them to turn to an Xbox 360.
Oh yeah.
Explain how you use it, Sam.
We
You've
need
got 14 seconds.
You need a disc, some glue, a knife.
Hell yeah.
Something else, and a fucking cow.
And why'd you need a fucking cow?
I don't know, it's just what you need.
I know.
Cows can fly.
I know they can. Right, I think we're ready then.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, we are ready. Welcome to a last-minute task has been sent your way. Your job is to pick up some oil tankers from Campo Colonia and deliver them to wherever that says. Be aware that regular trains are still running. Okay, if you say so.
So basically, we got to do special work in with trade still running.
Yes. Because they couldn't get anyone else to do it.
In other words, send the lazy fucker out.
Hey, what you're calling a lazy fucker? Mind you, I suppose you're allowed that, aren't you?
I am.
Yes, I suppose you're allowed that, aren't you?
Because this is the first one we're doing in June.
It is. And someone scammed his way.
Do we actually have evidence that I've been scammed? No, I've been scammed.
No, you scammed me.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
You scammed me because, right, I went back during playback, right, back editing, and I saw it was 12:12 at the end. And then I did had to go through every single one, make sure I got it right, and then out of nowhere there's a red card that you issued that wasn't put on the bloody list. And you made it 13:12 and you scammed me.
Ah, so you acknowledge VAR?
Oh, what? Liverpool. Yeah? Liverpool.
No,
yeah?
we won that fair and square.
There are several theories going around why Liverpool actually won it.
There's only several theories going about because people actually hate us.
No, we don't actually hate you. It's just the fact that you're more annoying than we are when it comes to, celebrating your victories. Have you put... Oh, no, that's your writing there.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I was wondering... I was looking at it thinking, what the fuck were you looking at? And then I thought here, why have you wrote that? Oh, there, yeah, because you were with Tico, weren't you?
Yes, we'll get on to that in a second, actually.
We will do, sir. Thank you, as well, for manning the ship while I was gone.
By the way, I still haven't had that iron brew yet.
What iron brew?
That you owe me.
It's coming. Don't worry. It's payment on its way. Don't you panic. Besides, I've got to go to Birmingham to go get it.
Birmingham.
Or Cannock.
I'd rather you get it from Cannock, to be honest.
You'd rather me get something from Cannock.
Yeah, that makes a change, does it?
Yeah, you poor sod.
So yes, so technically I've won.
There's no technically about it. You did win. It's just when we went back and you did the old square with your fingers, the internationally recognised.
To be fair, I didn't know it was going to be a draw until that was pulled out the last minute.
No, what you did was what Liverpool fans do every single time a decision is made. You make the gesture with your hand for a square, right, and then it goes your way.
Do you have any evidence on that?
There is a reason you are called Liverpool. Get used to this.
Ah, not quite.
Anyway, why do I give a shit? Please tell me why I give a shit.
Because there was VAR used in the Liverpool-Newcastle final, as Newcastle still won.
Yeah, that's because Newcastle.
Fair play to them, though.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of fair play, it was Eurovision last night.
Yeah, we didn't win as per usual.
Yeah, Sweden won. To which I say, who? Who?
But did we get any points?
We did. Out of, I think there was 26 places, and we finished 19th. In fact, I'm going to find out who finished last and mock. I want to. Where are you? Oh, here we go.
You want to mock on who got last?
Hold on a second. Whoa. Hold on a second.
Yeah?
I was told Sweden won. Austria won.
That sounds about right.
Israel's came in. How the fuck did Israel come in second? They should have been there. If we're banning Russia because Russia, why are we not banning Israel? That would have been.
What does he look like?
I know what.
That's not pepperoni on his shoulder, is it?
I don't know. Oh, he is part of the LGBTQ community, so
Yeah, no, it's all about his what was on his shoulder.
Oh, were you? Oh, okay.
You look up.
Let's have a look. What was on his shoulder? That's the trophy, Simon.
Oh no, it's actually his hand going like that.
Yes, that's the trophy.
It looked like a pepperoni bar.
It does, yes. Let me see if it's on Google.
That looked like a pepperoni bar at first glance when you saw it. Didn't realise it was his hand going, I'm reaching out to you. But no, fair play.
There we go.
Well, actually, is there any fair play in Eurovision?
No.
No, there isn't, is there?
No, there is no fair play because everyone's mate votes for everyone's mate. Although why we voted for Israel and gave them full 12 points, I have no clue. Let's have a look. I think this is it here.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense.
I think I read somewhere there was somebody that was an image of a mouse gave UK 12 points. And I think it's Italy.
Yes, let's see who finished last. San Marino finished last. Let's go over there and mock.
Well, San Marino's always good at playing runners-up.
I know. We beat San Marino, Iceland, Spain, Denmark, Luxembourg, Portugal, and Armenia.
No way they beaten us, Norway.
Yes, Norway beat us by 1 point. That is terrible.
I get away with it.
I know. So yeah, we're Austria, so we're not off to Stockholm, we're off to Vienna.
Do they always seem to win it?
I think that's the first time Austria's won it for a while. We have a...
They're already saying Austria 2026. Austria...
By the way, did they take Doctor Who off for that crap?
No, they put Doctor Who on right before it.
Ah.
Because Doctor Who also did a Eurovision Song Contest. So they did it, and then it ran right into the actual Eurovision Song Contest.
Ah, I think I may have saw something about that a while back.
Because...
Well, Ryland did it.
Yes, Ryland was in it, yes.
Oh, so it was official then?
Yes, it was. Because, what is... I really forget how you pronounce his name, but I think it's Nkuti... whatever it is.
Yeah.
He should have hosted our awards programme, but then something came up at the last minute. So, as replacement, we got Sophie Alice Bextor.
It's not a bad replacement.
There's a nice bit of British all-right is Sophie Alice Bextor. Anyway, why are we talking about Sophie Alice Bextor?
And more to the point, why are we talking about this crap?
That's true.
Because it is crap.
Oh, there you are. They last won it in 2014. So it's been a while.
Ah, fair enough.
And then before that, they last won it in 1966. Very ironically, they beat Germany to win it. Germany didn't get any luck that year, did they?
In 1966.
Yeah, fuck you, Germany.
But which Germany?
It is a good point. Which Germany? It is a very good point. Anyway, shut up, Ian.
Actually, before we get started, I want to know, did West Germany and East Germany enter the Eurovision Song Contest?
Alright then, let's have a look.
Just because I'm curious about it now.
I know you are. I know you are.
Or was it just Germany?
West Germany or East Germany enter Eurovision? There we go. Before Germany's reunification in 1990, the country was occasionally presented as West Germany. So,
in other words, East Germany was told to sod off.
Yes, no. West Germany participated, East Germany did not.
Ah. Fair enough.
However, they did an Intervision Song Contest, and they were known as the German Democratic Republic. Yeah, exactly. Everyone into their drinks right now went, huh?
GDR.
Yeah, GDR. There you go. Anyway, like I said, why do I give a shit? Why do I give a shit?
Because it's the next 2 hours of me.
And I don't even give a shit about that either.
Why's that?
Why's that?
Oh yeah, I know why.
Why is that?
Care to explain?
I do want to explain fully, because right this very second, I should be at work right now. Okay? And I got a phone call through from work saying they double booked people to do the morning shift. I could either take this day off, or they can try and scam LNWR out of 12 hours at Tamworth on Nuneaton. So I said, see what you can do with Tamworth on Nuneaton, and we'll go from there. He came back, no, they didn't do that, so I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll get onto payroll, sort your 6 hours out, and you can sit at home and be paid for it. So I'm being paid for being here!
Wish we could all do that.
I know, so you can talk about whatever you want. I don't give a toss, because guess what?
What?
I'm being paid for being here. So, fuck you.
I just want a red card in for that now. You know what? Red card.
I don't care, because I'm being paid for being here. Next. What else you got?
Oh my god, I don't know what I'm going to talk about.
I know you don't, because guess what?
What?
I don't care, because I'm being paid for being here.
No, actually, I just want to do that Family Guy thing for a laugh.
Which Family Guy? Oh, you just wanted to do that
No.
Family.
I want two, three. Oh my god, we don't know any songs.
But we're not here to sing, are we?
No, we're not.
Are we? Are you
No,
sure?
but you know that. No, I was doing that Family Guy thing.
I know you were. But do you actually know any songs you can sing?
Fuck you and have a nice day.
Well,
That is
guess
not
what?
a song.
I know a good song as well.
What?
I don't care. I'm being paid for being here.
You're going to keep gloating like that, you're going to have another red card.
Hey, guess what?
What?
Guess what? It came into my head literally about 35 minutes ago, okay, that I don't care. And do you know why I don't care?
Because you're getting paid, are you? For being here.
I'm being paid for being here.
You can have another red card for that then.
Fuck you.
Now you're starting to care.
I'm not caring. I'm really not caring.
You said fuck you, so you're starting to care there.
Oh, I'm really not. I just don't care. Normally this would be 2 hours where I do give a damn, folks, but because Stagecoach are being very nice people, it's literally okay. It's like when I had to take that episode off because I was so busy knowing that Tico and Sheldon were in control. Right, I knew it was going to be chaos. I didn't care because I know you guys were going to be all over it. And today is the same because I know you're going to have to put up with Sheldon for the next hour and 45 minutes or however much longer this is going to go for. But I really don't care because I'm being paid for being here. I can just get on with doing whatever I want to do, and Sheldon can talk as much as he wants.
What did you make a list?
Did you check it twice?
No.
You didn't check it twice?
No.
You know what you should check?
What?
You know what you really should check?
What check?
Because it is June.
Ah,
Yeah,
the cheerleader.
yeah.
I checked this time.
Hey, yeah, you've got a clear path to go check yourself.
Damn Tory!
I think he's happy.
Damn! Yeah, Tory.
He's a very happy person, aren't you? Go on then, it's all yours. I'll sit here and contribute to whatever I can.
Before I go through my list, I actually did pick something on, was it Blue Sky this? Yeah, I think it was on Blue Sky this morning.
Uh-huh.
Apparently I saw this post. Right, someone posted.
Oh yeah.
Harry Potter Jacobite train operators slammed for substitute Primark carriages. West Coast Railway should have considered fitting new door locking to their existing fleet. Harry Potter fans expect the train to look similar that is shown in the movies.
Can I be honest?
Yeah?
I've never... Well, I have watched a Harry Potter, but it was a Harry Potter that was really late in the series, and I didn't see a Hogwarts Express, so I have no idea what a Hogwarts Express looks like.
Basically it's the Maroon Mark 1 coaches.
So it's the West Coast Rail
Yeah,
coaching
it's basically
style.
the West Coast Railway coaching style.
Okay.
But they put the Mark 2s on, which are in the blue and grey. Primark train.
Primark? Primark?
Primark carriages.
I want to,
First of all, it's not the Harry Potter train, it's the Jacobite.
Yes. Although, technically, is it not the Harry Potter train because it goes over some of the stuff they use for Harry Potter?
Glenfinnan Viaduct. Which is not the Harry Potter Viaduct, it's Glenfinnan Viaduct.
Is that before or after Fort William? Is that on the way to Mallaig, or is
Yeah, that's on the West Highland Line extension.
So that's on the way to Mallaig?
Yes.
Ah, right, okay. I get... There's another big viaduct that's on the way to Fort William, isn't there?
I think there is.
Yeah, I get confused with the two.
They've also got like a horseshoe curve as well.
Yeah. Yeah, they have.
I'll tell you what, the West Highland Line is a line that I wouldn't mind doing one day.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's like I've started planning the 2020. I've already got the 2026 summer showcase lined up, although given how 2025 is going at the moment, I may not even bother. And I've already got 2027 lined up, and one of the letters has landed on Kyla LaCouche's a line to do. Something tells me
That's another line I wouldn't mind doing, but the problem is, well, definitely don't do it on a Sunday for a start.
Yeah, no, I tried it on a weekday. I think I would need a car to even attempt to get anywhere close.
You wouldn't be able to do it in one day.
Not by train, anyway.
Because that's a line that I would love to do.
Am I right in thinking
visiting all the stations, but
am I right in thinking that the Kyla LaCouche also includes the line from Inverness that goes up to Wick?
well, technically, the Far North Line.
Yeah.
Well, technically, the line actually when it gets to Dingwall,
Yeah.
the line actually carries on to George Bass Junction. The Kylock House branches off the Far North Line.
Yes.
So technically, you could say the Kylock House line is Dingwall to Kylock House, but it's also is included with Inverness.
Ah. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that for me.
Yeah.
No problem. I can't believe that. But yeah, if there's no way of doing it, I'll just, because at the moment, where's my phone? It's up here.
The problem is with some places like that, it's accommodation.
Yes.
That is the problem. You're basically just going to have to get a hotel in Inverness.
Yes.
And you have to hit it at the right time. If you don't, it's not going to be cheap.
It's not, is it?
Unless you win the lottery and then just don't give a shit.
Where are you? You're right there. There you are. So, yeah, let me show you.
See, you win the lottery, then money doesn't really matter. You can book a hotel for like 200 quid for a night. No problem.
Let me show you so far. I mean, don't obviously tell anyone what 2027. It may even be 2026. I don't know. But let me show you what it looks like so far. I think you can agree. There's some good ideas here, isn't there?
Yeah.
I mean, that one came right out the blue. That came right out. I think that speaks for itself, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't even think I would get one for that letter, but here we go, out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, I know which station on that one.
Which
The third one down. For that one.
this one?
No, one up.
This one.
Yeah.
What are you on about here?
The third one down. I know which station that is.
Oh yeah. But like I said, some of these they speak for themselves, don't they?
Yeah.
Okay, I had to scam that letter a little bit. Just scam it a little bit. Excuse me. And then I had to scam that letter as well, a little bit. But other than that, the only letters we're struggling for, and I think this should come as no surprise, is excuse me, K, Q, X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, that's a bit tricky. That.
Yeah.
Oh, we stopped.
We have stopped slightly. Yes.
That was a safety system kicked in.
No, I don't think that was the safety system that kicked in on that one. But yeah, that W should speak for itself.
Yeah.
That's the easy one. V's also easy, surely.
Yeah.
Very easy.
Very.
Plus, a vlog will be going up practically every day for some of them. So we'll see how that goes. But that's the base idea. we'll say. 2026 I've already sorted on my laptop. Because 2026 I want to take it international.
So yeah, the first thing I actually want to talk about is how did you find that video with myself and Tico?
How did I find it?
Yeah.
Well, let's say it like this. After I edited it,
Yeah.
I will say this openly, and I will say this freely. You two are the biggest bunch of in the fucking world.
Red card.
Thank you.
I actually did plan that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I will admit that one. I did actually plan. That was set up to be planned for a red card.
I should, right? I should red you for that, but I know that I can't red you for that.
You can't.
No.
See, that's the only thing that I like about this is because I can get a head start with the red cards.
I know you can. And then you somehow scam yourself into bloody thingy. You know, right? I will tell you this now. The first video of July is only 30 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. But it is the Spore liner.
Ah. That's,
Did I say June or did I say July?
I think you said July.
I hope I said July.
That's swole to growing on.
Yes, Volta Grinningen, yes. So,
So you need to watch that video from Johnny Hoover Travels.
Johnny Hoover Travels.
Yes.
That sounds like something you see on Cartoon Network. Hey, baby, welcome to Johnny Hoover Travels. Naughty. It's not Johnny Bravo, it's Johnny Hoover. Sounds like a wrestler's name as well. Anyway, yes.
Second thing that I want to talk about, because I didn't know this till I went on Twitter just to have a quick look. Because sometimes I don't use Twitter as much these days, but I just go on to have a look for a few seconds and then go off. I'm not scrolling down every single post, they can fuck off. And Elon Musk can fuck off. But I did notice something. And I thought, when's this happened? Oh, on the day that I looked at it. But no, the Class 730/2s. Because they're going to be entering service soon.
Yes, they are.
And they got a date for it, the 9th of June 2025. But they're going to start it on the West Coast Main Line South first. Now there is a reason why they're doing that. Get them on the West Coast Main Line South first so they can transfer the 730/0s up to the Midlands.
Yeah, give us back our 730s.
Because they had to put the 730/0s in on the West Coast South first to get rid of the Class 319s.
Do you know what the bad thing about that is? They can't have the Pride livery because the Pride livery is on the Trent Valley at the moment. On the Chase Valley, sorry.
Yes, it's a
to which I want to address someone. You know what I'm talking about. You. It's a Pride livery. Just because it's painted only at one end, and I agree with a lot of people it should be painted at both ends, or at least, right? It's still a Pride livery. And if you're going to turn around and say that 17505 is in Pride livery when all it says at the top is let's roll with Pride in the smallest writing fucking possible with the smallest fucking font colour possible as well, that's a Pride livery, I'm having 730,018. So, fuck you.
That's the point. Have train operating companies got lazy with their Pride liveries?
Yes. Yes, because have you seen the 375 that Southeastern have done?
Is that for Pride or is that for...
That's a Pride livery, yes. All they've done is stuck the Pride flag on the side of one coach. That's it.
That's it?
That's it. They've just taken the Pride flag, stuck it on the side of a coach, and that's it.
Here's your Pride livery.
Here's your Pride livery on a 375. The 395 has got the rainbow at both cab ends.
Yeah.
So is the 800 for GWR. But for the 375 they've done. What should we do for a Pride livery? Just stick
Is that like sticking the Union Jack on a Class 357?
yes, except smaller. It's either the second or third, but it's basically the intersection in the middle, and where they've put it, I think is rather distasteful as well. They've put that Pride flag right underneath where the toilet is.
Yeah, that doesn't feel right.
No, that does not sit right with me, and I don't care who disagrees with me, but yeah, I agree. Some TOC, mind you, some at least they have Pride livery, unlike Northern or Transport for Wales,
which don't.
That's right, I'm calling people out on it. Who else doesn't have a Pride? Transpennine! No, Transpennine do. Because they have that lovely 802 livery. That 802 suits the Pride livery so right.
But then, after what happened with the Avanti West Coast 807...
Oh, that's right. Southern don't have a Pride livery. Yeah. Greater Anglia do.
Yeah, I think they do.
They do. They put it on a 730, I'm pretty...
20.
Oh, no, they put it on a 720 and they put it on a 755. I think it's 755421.
No, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. That 807, that... Was it 807 or 805?
807010.
Yeah, that got unveiled. Because it had a full makeover about connecting people together. People moaned about that.
Yeah, can I say something about that?
Yeah.
That livery is gopping. That is... don't get me wrong, I get the idea of what they're trying to do, but that livery is gopping. Oh my god!
And then you got people whining. They should best improve the services.
Well, they should.
Problem is though, if you want the services improved, right? That's fine. Well, we're going to get some wagons.
Yes.
That's fine. If you want the services improving, expect engineer works.
Yes.
And then when engineer works happen, you're going to bitch moan about that because you can't get from A to B. I should turn around and say that to them actually. It's like, oh yeah, best improving the timetable. Yeah, well, if you want the timetable improving, then the engineer work's going to have to happen. Infrastructure's going to have to be modernised. So you can't have everything. And that's what these passengers, although no, some passengers are okay, just the ones that have complete bell ends, need to understand. If you want a service that runs on time, improves services, you've got to update the infrastructure.
You know everyone here is waiting for me to stop you.
They can't.
I know they can't. And also, I don't give a shit because I'm being paid for being here and he can say whatever the fuck he likes. I'm taking the day off.
So yeah, so it's just like, I just love those people that are complete twats.
I do as well.
It makes me angry. It makes me just want to grab them by the throat and fucking choke the life out of them. It's like, fuck off.
Oh, what? Getting the old Uncle Phil style? At a point, what was I watching? Oh my god, what was I watching downstairs with those two? I was watching something and one of the commentators that was doing it looked like Uncle Phil.
Really?
Yeah, he looked like a lot like a younger version of Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince. But but I was making the joke all the time that they'll be just grabbed by the thing and thrown out of there.
Oh, you mean jazz?
Yeah, all jazz style. What were we watching? Oh, they were watching something stupid. I can't think what it was they were watching.
But yes, so the 730s will be introduced soon. The thing is though, I'm actually thinking of doing it differently because
Yeah.
When I did it with the 730/0s, that train got rammed pretty quick.
Uh-huh.
And it was ended up being a full train.
I need to know what diagram that thing goes on.
We don't know yet.
Shall I tell you why?
Why?
Because me and Tico are there on the 9th of June. We are in London.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of probably popping down, doing from London to the north.
We are in London.
Because that would be quieter, I think.
I know Tico won't be able to do it because he'll probably go straight back to Ashchurch.
The only thing that I can think of is going to be on Milton Keynes, or
they'll put it on an MKC. I can see that.
Yeah. It's the South First that's getting it.
Yeah. Or would it be on a Tring?
Possibly Tring, yeah. Actually, no. I think the first diagram did Bletchley to London,
Yes.
and London to Tring.
Yes.
So it could be on Trings.
But the 730s like to hold around that Milton Keynes diagram.
Yeah.
So it could be Milton. It's a shame, right, that nothing for the West Coast Main Line South picked up a summer showcase this year. It's a shame because
that would have been perfect.
West Midlands Trains picked up B. Well, I just kept it local for B, as you would do, and then they picked up N as well. And there's only 3 stations on the whole West Midlands network that begin with N, and none of them where that 730-2 goes. Well, one of them maybe, but you're clutching at straws.
Well, is there actually only 3 stations beginning with N in the West Midlands?
There is, yes. There's only 3. And if you know what those 3 stations are, and Tico is not eligible to guess this because he already knows, leave it in the comments.
I know where one is now.
Yeah.
That might be an interesting video, actually.
Yeah. Where's 1? Tell me where 1 is.
Cross City Line.
Yeah. And the other 2 on the West Coast Main Line.
Ah, yes, I know. One's a junction station.
Yeah.
And the last one.
Whereabouts do you think this junction station is?
Trevay Line.
Yeah.
Third one's got to... Oh, yeah, I know. The third one's... when trains sit there for about 18 minutes.
Yeah, there you go.
Really?
Yeah.
Just those 3?
Just those 3. Just those 3. Do you know what actually would be an interesting video?
That would be an easy video, to be fair.
Do you know what would be an interesting video? If you did the A to Z of a company's network. If it's possible.
I think that Badley did that once with Northern.
Yeah.
I have to check that one out because I think he did. No, go away.
I don't know if you can do the A to Z of. I tell you what I'm going to do. Right, give me just give me that envelope there. It's a scrap envelope, so it's fine. And it's also got one of my. I think that's mine.
Was.
Oh, it was. No, I think it might be yours actually.
Was one of mine.
We'll put it somewhere. Let me do the West Midlands Railway Network then. Right? I want to see if I can do... Now, I say West Midlands Railway Network, but it's actually West Midlands Trains, not West Midlands Railway.
I'm sure he did one with Northern. I'm really sure of it.
And I'm going to leave that letter off because I know there's not one beginning with that.
It's like one of his earlier videos, though.
I don't know. Was it the Merseyrail network? Was it not the Merseyrail network? Because I know it was Merseyrail orientated.
No, that was Secret the Merseyrail.
Ah.
which basically I think put him off the mark.
Yeah, as you
Mind you, you have secret in the video. It does really help.
Yes. Maybe I should start doing that for my videos. Hey, secret station for summer showcase. Yeah, that's gonna work. Don't know why my videos are just having a word with themselves. I'm sure you'll find it.
Yeah, I will find it. I just have to scroll them one by one. They're not randomly generated. I know it's one of his older ones.
Yeah.
The brick line. Heathrow.
Heathrow.
Yeah, he did the...
That's terrible. That is absolute terrible, and he knows it.
Borders Line.
Yeah.
Christmas Challenge, which was the basically, yeah, it's like maybe he took it off.
Maybe he did. Who knows? Maybe he did.
Oh well.
Maybe he did. Anyway, let me carry on with my challenge here while you talk. Let me see. Now, if I'm gonna do this, right, sir?
Yeah.
What parameters are we saying? Are we saying it has to be a West Midlands Trains managed station?
Yeah.
Or are we saying it has to have...
I think more likely to be a managed station.
And are we saying both subsidies, so West Midlands Railway and London North Western?
Ooh, that is a good question.
Because technically it's West Midlands Trains. They're both West Midlands Trains. And when I do my summer showcases, I do say West Midlands Trains operated under the blah blah blah.
Yeah. But then it gets complicated because Thameslink, Southern, and all them are basically under the same thing.
I say the same thing. Oh, the only one I don't say is I don't say Southern. Because I do say operated by Southern. Whereas if it's Great Northern or Thameslink, I say operated by Gavir under the blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Because that's got that. I mean, technically I should say operated by Gavir under the Southern franchise. Well, that doesn't sound right. Doesn't roll off the tongue, does it? I'll have to try that with my M showcases when I've done them.
I'm just going to have another look at this quick. There it is. 80% on the Northern Rail Network.
Okay.
So he just did the Northern Network.
Okay. No problem. I bet you an A to Z of the Valley lot of the Transport for Wales network is easy. I bet you it's easy.
That's got to be added to the Ricestrap buyback or Yorton.
I would say it's either going to be Ystad Mynarch, Ystad Rhondda, or Yorton. Because there's 3 with Y.
Yeah. Yorton's YO.
Yes.
And what's the other 2? Y.
YS.
So it's going to be Ystad's, is it?
Yeah. Although it could be any of them, couldn't it? Let's be honest, it could be any of them. Because all it is A to Z. It's not...
Yeah.
It's not, oh, it has to be this Y or it has to be this one. We just pick... Or we could just let the wheel decide, couldn't we?
Hmm.
Ooh. I tell you what I should do.
I think that's more likely one that you should do off screen, to be fair. You don't actually play it properly, actually see properly which ones they are.
Yeah, I should do, shouldn't I? The problem is that would mean that my phone would have to get a wheel. So I could do, but I don't know what the best app for that is.
You can actually use Wheel Days, put it on full screen.
Yeah.
And you can actually record it on your phone.
I know you can record it on your phone. Yes, I know that.
But you can do it with the sound, so you hear your voice on the phone. It's better to sync it in.
Yes.
Anyway,
I know that. I have just had an idea. If I could have something else. There it is. Because I guarantee you, this A to Z would be easy.
oh yeah, because they list them in A to Z on the back, do they?
Yes, this A to Z would be easy. And in fact, you know what, right? I might do that, film that in the summer, and release that as my Christmas video.
Fair enough.
Because I bet you I could do this in a day. Oh, actually, no, I wouldn't be able to do it in a day. But if I did it in time lapses, then I could put it all up as
Let's
one
look
video.
up on that for a sec.
You can do.
Which is the
Which is what?
no found it.
You found what?
Basically, I was going to ask myself which is the on this here, which
Yeah.
is one's got the shortest first letter. You know, like when I did Egby Station beginning with V.
Yes.
Well, here it's Q, because there's only 4 stations beginning with Q.
Yes. And they're all pretty,
Oh, but then there's 4 stations beginning with I.
yes. Actually, technically 3, because one of them... Oh wow, now hold on. We're gonna get into, fucking thing here,
What's
aren't we?
the last station, is it?
No. One's not a DLR, but one's a TFL station.
Ilford.
Ilford. Whereas those up there are all, mind you, those are TFL as well.
Or Queen's Park.
Yeah.
And you've had a encounter with that.
Hey, I went there last year. Nothing happened.
Oh, really?
Nope.
And then there's O, which has 5.
Yeah. I think I'll do that, you know.
Even D doesn't have many.
What's the most popular?
Well, why is Devon in that? Because I'm sure that's on the bloody house.
Devon's up here somewhere.
I'm thinking of Denham.
You're thinking of Denham
Chiltern.
Gold. You're thinking of Chiltern, yeah. In fact, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this as an A to Z.
Maybe an idea. That anyway.
And see what we get.
Because the idea that I could do is start from one end and finish up at the other end. Oh, Ilford will be last. I'd rather do Ilford first. First thing to do in Ilford,
Get the fuck out of Ilford. Oh, lovely.
Well, no, here's Ilford. Let's go.
Yes.
What's wrong with Ilford? The staff.
No, what's wrong with Ilford? Everything is wrong with Ilford. As I will find out. When do I film that one? I think I filmed that one this Friday. Let me check.
But speaking of Friday, last Friday just gone,
Uh-huh.
because that was the last day of the Aberdeen Penzance, that 13-hour journey.
Uh-huh. Yes, I film it this coming Friday.
No, fair enough.
And I think I'm being a bit naughty here because
You already got a ticket for that, have you? Yeah.
yes, you've booked everything you have booked. You have booked up to either here or you've booked up to here.
Yeah.
I can't remember which one. I think it's more likely up to here though. Later on though, I will get the updated list of hotels so that I can start. Because what I'm going to do now, because I know there's a big blockade going from here to here, or here I should say, and unfortunately, look what's landed right in the middle of that.
Ah.
Yeah, so I need to replan to get them in, because I want to ideal situation, I want to keep that week free so that I've already replanned. Thank you. I've already replanned one. Right? I've already replanned one because I picked up an extra work shift here. He just emailed me casually through, can you do London Euston 11 PM till 3 AM in the morning? And I thought to myself, yeah, go on, why not? I'm in London the next day. So
You'd be overnighted at.
Because then what I can do is rather genius.
Mm?
Hold on. What I can do is rather genius.
Ah. Show it back a little bit.
Yeah. Just take it up to there, right? And then, because I'm struggling here, is it here or is it here? Here, to finish off the rest of the day, if I pick up the other work there, 5 stations, if I bang them in the back here, just remove, hold on a second, just remove that for a second, because what I'm going to do on the transport hub is I'm going to basically do a series of videos for the week, but they're all going to be old school special videos, but they're going to be at massive stations, and no one's ever going to know where they are, right? I will say, one of them's going to be Clapham Junction, definitely, and one of them's going to be Leeds, and another maybe Birmingham New Street. But the other 4, I don't know. I have ideas, but I'm not sure on them yet.
Fair enough.
If you have any ideas of which 4 they should be, then by all means. But I think those 3 for old school are very strong.
Yeah.
Because who would not want to hear Ian talk for an hour at Clapham Junction? Who wouldn't want to hear Ian talk for an hour at Birmingham New Street or Leeds? It's the other 4 that I've got to figure out.
I'm sure one's got to be Scotland,
It should be,
but you just can't think of it.
I just don't know which one I'd want it to be. Because both...
Or Cardiff?
I think I've already done Cardiff this year, sorry.
Ah, fair enough.
I think. Have I? No, I did it late last year. That's why, but it rolled over into this year because of backlog and whatnot. But I'm sorted out the backlog, because hopefully by the end of this year I shouldn't have too much of a backlog. Because what I'm doing with that is I'm bunching stations together. So, for example, whereas I would have released West Hampstead to Bedford all on their own, I've bunged them all into one video and say, here you are, here's trains of the Midland Main Line.
Yeah.
Northampton to Birmingham New Street. You want them all on their own? No, here you go. Trains of the West Coast Main Line, Birmingham to Northampton chord. It makes sense.
Yeah.
It'd be like Shenfield Metro's one.
Trains of the Shenfield Metro.
There you go. There
or
you
Great
go.
Eastern Main Line Shenfield Metro.
No, it will just be Shenfield Metro.
Alright. But no, the Aberdeen Penzance.
Yes.
Because the final train ran on the Friday, and there was actually a problem that happened.
Okay.
Basically, someone cut a wire between Plymouth and Penzance, but they cut it apart when it was essential for signalling.
I have no idea what you are talking about.
Wasn't you? Stop lying.
How do you know?
Because I would have paid for your ticket to get down there.
But how do you know work didn't pay for me to do it like they're paying me to be? He just tapped me on the shoulder. I
No,
know.
it's not a red card.
Oh, what is it then?
No, just call you a c***.
Oh, thank you very much. I've lost the pen now. There it is. Thank you. You're calling me that. All right then. Ah, pen don't work. Sorry. If you want me to note it, you have to make the pen work. He's gonna go make the pen work now. He wants this C word.
There you go.
Now you're a c***.
Yeah, you're grade A c***.
Thank you. Anyway, you were saying.
But they still managed to get it to Penzance. It got there 7 minutes late. And it got there at 21:40, so anyone who wanted to make the sleeper train would have a 5-minute connection. And I think they say you got to be there 5 minutes before departure as well. So that would have been a tight connection.
It would have been. I would have been interested to see if anyone actually did make that.
See, there was only, if you wanted to do Aberdeen Penzance, first of all you had to get a hotel in Aberdeen.
Yes.
Secondly, you would either have to be on the Night Riviera back to London, or you would have to have a hotel in Penzance, and a hotel in Penzance ain't going to happen.
It is not.
I would go like 200 quid per night.
Oh, that's alright.
So, yeah.
Oh, it's alright. I was looking at my my video there. I was thinking, why have I done that? And then I thought, oh yeah, done.
But also for the final train, they actually put extra coaches on for it between Newcastle and Bristol. So it was a 5-coach train going to Newcastle, then a 9-coach train to Bristol, then a 5-coach train to Penzance. But they did a reverse at Newcastle so they could have the 5-coach leading. Would have been hilarious if they did it and everyone had to get off at Bristol to swap trains.
Oh, what, like I did at Thornaby? Right, no. Transpen, I'm right. They sent my train down to Redcar in the formation A, B, C, F... No, G, F, D, or...
Something like that,
Something like that. And then when it came back from Redcar, right, it was A, B, C, D, F, G.
So in other words, they swapped the letters around.
Yeah, so on the board it said that B was at the back, so I went to the back, and then I looked around and thought, where's my fucking seat? And they said on the thing, this is coach F. Oh. So literally you saw this little fat bloke at Thornaby run from the front end of one train into the back end of the other. And I didn't need to, do you know why?
Because it was at the front end.
No, because the back coach was actually empty, and I could have been in that for better access leaving Manchester Piccadilly.
Good point.
Exactly.
Actually, the next two that I want to talk about kind of tie into each other.
Do they?
The Class 22 Meridians.
Woohoo!
Did I say Class 22?
Yeah,
Class 222 Meridian.
Yes, you said 22.
Not Class 22, Class 222.
You implying that they do ballet now? They going around in the tutu?
Yeah.
They're gonna start having Sugar Plum Fairy music with them as they go along. Do 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 do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, basically, because there's been things going around that they're going to ScotRail. Not all of them, but most of them.
Yes.
So they're going to be replacing the HSTs for ScotRail. But then I noticed something interesting that I saw.
Uh-huh.
A Numo advert for basically they've got vacancies and they want to hire people
Yes.
for their Stirling to London Euston service. Now this was the former Grand Union, but Numo's taken over. So it's going to be a Numo service on the West Coast Main Line. I'll tell you what, Numo are doing good for themselves.
Lumo are first, aren't they?
I think with Lumo is when they first was announced as Lumo, it was like a laughing stock, but seriously, they have really...
They've upped themselves.
I think even more when LNER decided to take away off-peak fares for certain areas. Wonder how that experiment is going. I hope they scrapped it.
Something tells me they didn't scrap it.
Although they extended the trial, did they?
Did they?
Yeah, to Haymarket. I think they extended it only because they found out that Haymarket was a hack for passengers who bypassed the heavy fares at Edinburgh Waverley. But then LNER saw it and thought, hang on a second, we're going to extend the trial to Haymarket, so they can't do that hack anymore. If you want to do that hack now, I think it's like Upnall,
Yeah.
Livingston,
Uphall.
Livingston North,
Yeah.
even I think like in Bekeithen, the Lithgow. So yeah, I think it was just a way of them retaliating because people figured out how to hack their fares, basically.
Oh well.
Yeah. That's another thing I hate, that
What?
when it locks you out of YouTube.
Oh no, it didn't log me out of the YouTube. It didn't log me out, I logged myself out. Yeah.
Probably so. If I do that every time, it's going to say, here's a verification you got to type on your phone. Fuck off. It's like, here, is it you that's signing in? Yes, it is. So let me sign in. Bunch of knobheads.
Yes, we all know that they are.
But what was talking about for that? Oh yeah, Lumo, that's it. Lumo.
Yes, Lumo.
Yes, because Lumo is taking the world by storm because they're cheap. But now they're exploring other services, like they want Rochdale. They want the Sheffield by Retford. But they're also taking over the Grand Union service that was proposed earlier, which was the Stirling to London Euston service. Calling it the same places like Grand Union was going to be calling at, but now they're putting it under the Lumo brand. So that one would be a better one, actually, to be fair, for them branching out. But Lumo, like I said, it was meant as a joke when you first heard it, but now it's not a joke. They actually are showing you can run a trade service. You can run a trade service with cheap prices as well. And if I go to London from like Newcastle, I probably would choose Lumo. It's just cheaper.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, because they were advertising the job vacancy for Lumo for Stirling to London Euston, saying that they were going to use class 222 Meridians.
Yeah.
So there's two things up in the air at the moment. They're saying that Lumo's going to get the class 222s and ScotRail's going to get the class 222s.
Wouldn't surprise me if they both got the 222s.
Depends how many HSTs are needed for ScotRail.
Well, they've already said that the 5 cars ahead in ScotRail's direction is going to leave the full 7 cars available.
The problem is though, the 4-7 cars, you can't really run a service from Stirling to Euston with them, can you? Unless they're just not at regular times.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I think we did cover that actually, the Newcastle Brighton.
We probably did, yes.
Because that's also another thing that Grand Central want to expand on.
Uh-huh.
And now we're making the longest Grand Central service.
Yes. Let me just do... No, I don't want to do that. I want to do this.
Get the thumbnail right.
Yeah, I want to get the thumbnail right. Like I said, it's giving me a chance. You're in control. It's giving me the chance to do things here, because essentially I'm sitting here. I'm being paid to be here. I can do whatever I want. And everyone's there like, "Oh, Ian, stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!" I have no power today. If you wanted me to have the power today,
I should have lose.
yeah. But he has the power.
What was the what would be the things you'd be talking about then?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I wouldn't have had anything to talk about.
Good point.
I really wouldn't have had shit to talk about. And I mean it, I really wouldn't have had shit to talk about.
So, guessing that you want to talk about shit.
Yeah. Essentially.
It's like, where's my shit?
Where's my shit, exactly? I'll tell you where my shit is. My shit is somewhere else.
Actually, there is something that happened over the weekend. Well, yesterday, which was very interesting.
What was that?
Basically, there was an open day in Dudley
Okay.
for this Coventry very light rail vehicle.
Okay.
Basically, they've got this vehicle that's going to be running around in Coventry, but it's like a lightweight rail car.
Yes.
So they were having an open day with people actually trying it out.
Okay.
Which is a shame. I wouldn't mind trying it out, to be honest, but it is what it is.
Yes.
Especially with like work and all that. But I think it was also a ticket only, so you had to have a ticket to it as well.
Uh-huh.
But it also would have been good because then it would have been actually on the disused station of Dudley.
Uh-huh.
So they were trying that out yesterday. Apparently Pete Waterman was there as well.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Good old Pete.
But that's interesting because if that goes ahead, then Coventry would have a little light rail system. Basically, even lighter than the trams.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But then it got me thinking of where else would be better with like a light rail system like that.
Okay.
In fact, there's actually something yesterday that I didn't know about till I watched somebody's... No. Was it yesterday or the day before? Could be the day before, actually. I didn't know about this till I actually watched somebody's video.
Yeah.
Because basically, they're planning to... I watched the video. It was basically all about removing the metro sign from the Yorkshire stations. You know, that big M.
Yes.
But apparently Yorkshire are going to be doing the same like Manchester.
Right.
Calling it the Weaver Network.
Okay.
So basically all the buses are going to be under control of the... Like in Manchester.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I'll tell you what, the livery does look good though in the green.
Of course it does.
But apparently they also had a mock-up livery for a tram as well. Even though Yorkshire... Oh, actually. Could that be for the Sheffield Super Tram?
It could have been.
Even though it was painted... Ooh, I never thought about that. Because what tram service is in Yorkshire? The Sheffield Super Tram.
Yes.
And that was under Stagecoach originally, wasn't it?
It was, yes. It ran under Stagecoach.
So I wonder if that tram livery is going to be for the... If the Sheffield Super Tram is going to be part of the Weaver Network.
Maybe it will, who knows?
Never thought about that.
You never do. You never do think about stuff like this. That's why I'm here.
But then also thinking is Leeds going to get a tram network finally.
It'll take forever.
Oh yeah. I think Leeds is the biggest city without like a tram network kind of thing.
Glasgow wishes to have a word with you on that.
Well, they got the subway.
Actually, is Leeds or... There you are, there's a question. Hold on. Is Leeds or Glasgow bigger?
It would be Glasgow, would it?
Leeds is the largest city, while Leeds' city population is around 822,483. Its largest city of Leeds district has the population of 812,000. Glasgow has a population of 600,000.
So it's actually Leeds.
Leeds is also larger in terms of population of city and larger metropolitan area it encompasses.
So Leeds is bigger than Glasgow?
Yes.
So Leeds is the biggest city.
So take that up your bagpipes and stick it up your haggis.
So Leeds is the biggest city without an integrated network like that.
Yes. That answers your question.
Fair enough.
Hopefully it answers your question.
So yeah, so hopefully one day Leeds actually get a tram network, but it's going to be ages though that will.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Hang on, let me get the thumbnails for next week's videos now.
Oh, actually, speaking of that, I don't know if I saved it or not here, but there is something that I did see. No, I don't think I did.
Oh, also, I'll get this in.
No.
I'll get this in before he tells me to shut up. Wednesday's video. Everyone expecting the West Coast Main Line? You expecting the West Coast Main Line? Ha! Frankfurt S-Bahn.
Oh yes, because that's out soon.
Yes. In fact, that comes out for us in 2 days. Whereas
Actually,
these lot get it.
Actually, there is something I want to discuss with that, which I did put towards the end, but I'll put them in now.
Okay.
Because
Do you have a release date finally for the 420?
no. No, because there's also a couple of more announcements that happened.
Oh, was there?
Basically, this actually ties in with what I was going to talk about next, actually, because the 12th of May
Yes.
was the 80th anniversary of the Railway Series.
Yes, it was.
And Trade Sim World announced an expansion pack for Thomas the Tank Engine,
Yes, they did.
which was basically Thomas's number 70 in a green livery with the words LSBC on
Yes,
it,
it was.
which is London, Brighton, South Coast.
Uh-huh.
An interesting fact, the only reason Thomas is at E2 because of the people who draw Thomas, the artists who draw Thomas, draw him as E2. He was meant to be a Ginty.
Go on.
Because when Reverend Audrey really took an interest in the series, basically he was in King's Norton at the time, and that's where Ginties were around.
King's Norton.
Yeah.
So are you trying to tell us that we're taking because King's Norton's practically local to us? Are we taking credit for Thomas Tank Engine?
Well,
Almost taking credit for Thomas Tank Engine.
kind of, but not. But no, because he wanted Thomas as a Ginty,
Yeah.
but the drawing illustrations that did the pictures for the book draw him out as a L, a big L.
A big L.
Yeah, a big L.
So hold on then, Si. Right. I'll let you finish your point first. And
So
then...
basically, the people who draw Thomas for the illustrated books draw him as a London, Brighton, South Coast Railway E2 class.
Yes.
And Reverend Audrey didn't like it.
Ah. Shows you just you can't get everything nowadays. Right. Here we go. Here, right. I've got it up here. So I'm asking it for. Hold a second.
What, Surbiton?
Yes.
Hmm?
I'm asking it for that. What is wrong with asking it for that?
Honestly,
Yeah.
it's not detailed enough. Basically,
Hold on then. So
like for a starter, yes, that's perfect.
am I about to get a YouTube crash course here?
But what you should ask it
Is this right? Where you grab me by the throat and say, "I'm going to give you a YouTube crash course. Pay fucking attention now."
kind of.
Go on then, do it.
I was actually.
Go on then, do it.
This is YouTube.
No, grab me by the throat and say it.
This is a YouTube crash course. Listen in, bastard.
That was actually kind of nice. Do it again. Do it again, Daddy.
Like, I would say that's a good
I'll
start.
read myself for that one. Fuck that. I'll read myself for that one.
He really doesn't care.
Because I'm
I'm being paid to be fucking here, pal!
But no,
That's 4 red cards I've earned today.
I didn't even have to work hard to get them.
I thought I'd have about 15 by now, knowing you fucking...
4 cross my mind. Then the rest of the message would be me talking about how I could bang Tory.
Go ahead, I can't stop you. Not that I want to stop you, because I don't care. Go on then.
But no, that's a good start of a title. But then you would ask. But then, see, this is where it comes into your favour.
Okay.
Because then you start asking it, what's a clickable title? What's like, what a title will attract curiosity to the viewer?
Okay.
So you detail it a little bit, and then it gives you, basically with a prompt,
Yes.
if you detail it more, it will give you better answers.
So, what should
Basically, if you get,
So, video title and description. I should be asking it, what is a clickable and curious?
yeah.
Okay then.
So if you give it more,
Like that.
yeah.
I meant that. Well, it wasn't chaos, that was for sure.
Yeah.
That didn't work. So what else?
So I would say put it in the style of Ian Paul and then your channel name, but the problem is yours just got those basic titles, so it would have put it in the style like that. Or
Yeah.
it would, but it'd just be like you're back to square one.
Yes. So what else do I need to do then?
The other thing that I could suggest is you try and use titles from other YouTubers, but basically put it in the style of YouTube channel name,
Right. So who's the best?
like Starlight Studios or.
Oh yes.
No, put it afterwards.
In the style of him.
Yeah.
I got something crawling on my fucking. Ow! I punched the fucking
No.
door. Alright, and let's have a go at this. Yes. Well, there definitely wasn't 10 trains in 10 minutes.
But see what I mean? It's like you feed it more, and it will give you more back. But it's say rush hour at Surbiton,
Yeah.
10 trains in 10 minutes.
Yeah, there wasn't 10 trains in 10 minutes.
20 trains in 20 minutes.
I don't know how many trains there were in that. In fact, hold on. Have I still got? Yeah, I've still got. I think I've still got Surbiton here. Let me have a look. There we go. Yes, I still have Surbiton here. There, back there. There we go. Surbiton. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
In 30 minutes.
22 in 30 minutes.
That actually sounds about right, to be fair.
Yes.
But then what I would suggest is, if you don't go back to that, is type in a new prompt saying, can you give me any more? Not that one,
Oh yes.
a new one.
Okay.
So at the bottom there, ask anything.
Yeah.
Any more ideas?
Hold on there.
And they should give you more ideas. And you're not happy with them, just ask for more. Till you find the one that you like.
Ooh. Ooh, I've seen one I definitely like. I've seen one I definitely like.
I'll tell you what, number 3 has a potential for an interesting video.
Does it really?
How many trains in 15 minutes?
Except it'd be 30, wouldn't it? See, you like number 3. I like number 7. I like number
Speed
7.
Sounds at Surbiton.
Yeah.
Rush hour.
Peak hour rail frenzy.
Now that is a good one, to be fair.
I like that one.
What I usually do what I usually do with mine is, if I see something like that,
Yeah.
I try and tweak it into my style.
Okay.
So you still fit. Basically, you're still thinking of coming up with title ideas, but it's just a rough guide to help you. But for your videos, it might just work to copy and paste the title.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Well, tell you what then, right? Let's change. Let's do. You can wait there for a minute. Let's do today's video. Right. Today's video is that. Right?
Bellingham.
Bellingham, yes. So, what I should do is, if I go to here, right, if I just do this one, right. So, it wasn't in rush hour,
No.
but it was at,
But was it with southeastern diverts?
no. There was no southeastern divert. There was southeastern, but the southeastern was scheduled to go that way.
Yeah.
So
Did you get what? Hourly southeastern and hourly temps? No.
no, you get a half.
Half
Actually, no. That was actually done in rush hour, because not only did you get the Sevenoaks Blackfriars trains, you also started getting the Orpington trains that went through to Welwyn Garden City. You started getting the basically you started getting the Welwyn Garden City trains, you started getting the Orpington trains. You basically started getting I suppose the only
thing that I could think of is to start a rush hour.
The only other thing that might be worth it, now this happened really early in the video. There was a 700 that was on the opposite platform, and it went in the southbound direction. Other than that, nothing really happened.
Well,
So
it actually used the
So it came in off the sidings
yeah,
and went into the Blackfriars bound platform,
yeah.
but then turned around and went south to Orpington.
So it started at Bellingham.
It started at Bellingham, yes.
See, that could be the leverage for the video.
Well, let's see what this starts off with first.
Yeah.
Let's see what this starts off with first. Yes, we know. Ooh,
It's picked it up.
it's picked it up. It did have commentary, but it does have commentary.
Yeah, you don't have to put the no commentary in.
Yeah. It's not the Luton Sevenoaks, it's the Blackfriars Sevenoaks, but I can change that.
Yeah. See, it's not perfect, but still needs a few twists.
It does. So what else can you give me more ideas?
Yeah. Like, you even asked for the description to be, give me a description that is SEO optimized.
Really?
Mm.
No, I don't like that one. That looks alright.
Ah, it's gone back to old Suburban. I thought that said Surbiton.
Yeah. 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 No, I don't like any of them.
Yeah. They're hit and miss sometimes.
Yeah, I don't like any of them.
Or that one, that unexpected movement on the cap of the loop line, you could ask for it to expand on it.
How would I do? Let me just send this again, see what it does.
I would just copy and paste that and say,
Yeah. Ah. I suppose it is, isn't it?
as your thumbnail the one for the couch siding.
No. No. See, not
But I think that would be get awayable.
not this one, but this one here. I've got to take you've got the Dungeness flash train.
Yeah.
It's rare as fuck I see that one.
Oh yeah, that is a rare as fuck movement.
Absolutely.
Even I haven't seen that one.
Exactly. So let's try.
Yeah.
Let's try this and see.
Copy that.
See what happens.
Alright.
Let's see what happens. So, and then I just put a little bit at the top, right? That's kind of come from Ricky Dowis. That has, because he puts filmed on.
Yeah.
First visit since blah blah
To be
blah.
fair,
Yeah.
that filmed. I wouldn't put it as the top, but I still have it in more lower down.
Okay, so
'Cause-
maybe if I put this.
Yeah, because I think technically nobody will care about the date.
That's true.
But if they do read the description long enough, then
So if I put
yeah, there,
there,
underneath.
So if I put it there.
Yeah,
Okay, that's.
'cause-
And then obviously I've still got the timestamps in there saying what
Yeah,
everyone's looking for.
keep that.
That's fine. It gives you a nice little description of. Oh, hold on a second. I should put them in there as well.
Yeah,
There. So what about that?
see how that goes.
See how that goes. There.
But yeah, back to the Thomas thing, because they announced that for the 80th anniversary,
Yes.
which is going to come out soon. But it's just an expansion pack, which you go to pay £8 for it.
Yes. Yes, I've heard that. That's
£8 a bit.
yeah.
A bit steep, I would say. A £5 would be suitable, but £8 is a bit.
Absolutely.
Because what, you're just going to get Thomas in a new livery and some more scenarios. That's it.
Exactly. It's like, right. It's like, I'll tell you what it's like. They've already announced that the Class 86 is coming very soon.
That was the next thing I was going to talk about.
Yeah, it's coming very, very, very soon. But
Mind you, they did say with the 86 there's a due date for it. And also, apparently it's going to be priced at $19.99.
that's it. And the second that everyone heard 1999, they were like, "Whoa! Whoa! Hello!
And some of them said £19.99 for one loco. To which they were then quickly put in their place. So you're not just getting one loco, you're getting one loco, you're getting variants of that loco, and you're getting carriages as well.
Especially somebody sitting in the buffet car.
Exactly. To which I say to £19.99, and if Just Trains are listening to this, they're not, but if they are, £19.99 for Class 86 plus coaches plus I think we're getting 5 scenarios with it and not the normal 3. My reply to that is, here is a blank check with my name on it, put any amount you want in there and we'll pay it.
To be honest, if Just Train's going to charge 20 quid for that, it's worth it.
It's worth it.
Because you know they won't fuck you around.
To which, because one of the moaners was like, oh, I'm not paying £19.99 for this, I pay less for more. And to which I turned around to him and I said, okay, did you buy Blackpool branches? Yes. Did you like that for its price? Yes. Did you buy West Coast Main Line North? Yes. Did you like it for its price? Yes. Then shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Because you actually
everyone said Just Trains are the standard quality now. They are the standard quality.
And to get that standard quality, you will have to pay more for it, but you know you're going to get that quality.
You know you're getting that quality. Exactly.
But I have heard there was a June date for that.
Yeah, it would. Well, it says coming very soon. I would imagine we're looking at some point in June. I am also going to have a fucking word with this chair. That's better. It was just out of its shell. That's what it was. It was just out of its shell. But yeah, I'm telling you, right. I mean, right. I don't think that one there. I don't think that did too badly. Right?
No.
That didn't do too badly. Okay, nearly 300. But look at the like number. Nearly 30.
Yeah.
I haven't seen numbers like that in ages. Oh, that's something I could
see. It's like actually with the blogs.
Yeah.
There is a way to get your channel reviewed with ChatGPT.
Okay.
On that video.
Really?
There is. Not with the video link though, with the transcript.
Yes, I know, because I copied the transcript in and...
oh, you know about that?
They sometimes said, that looks absolutely fantastic. Here's a better way, though.
But then you could also ask it the pros and cons as well.
Yes, I can. I didn't know you could do that.
Basically, you could ask the pros and cons for that.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Sorry. I don't know how this is going to work, but it just... Oh, there you go.
Ah.
There you go. It's nice and easy. There you go. Sorted that out. Sorted that out for you. We need to get some things to sort
Sorry,
out.
has a fetish is just...
I don't have a fetish.
You do.
I just don't.
He sees like a spot on her face or something like that. He just goes and grabs it and picks it.
I don't pick it.
Well,
it's there staring at me. Like molly. We need to get some of that. There's some stuff you can get. Did I just put a big hole in your nose as well?
probably did.
Yes, I did. Actually, I don't think I put a big enough hole in my in your nose. Let me
No, because that's a completely different one.
Yeah, that's a completely different one. But no, you need to get some of that thingamabobble wob. I forget. It's advertised on internet all the time. I can't think what it's called. Let's have a...
But no, also with the 80th anniversary of Thomas the Tank Engine, well, the Railway Series,
Yeah.
Acura Scale announced something on that day,
Yeah.
which had me interest, but then as soon as I found out about a few information about it,
Yeah.
it really piqued up my interest and I ended up buying the locomotive.
Okay.
Basically, I went for the DC version, which is 150 quid, but I am paying it in installments, so it doesn't really affect it as much.
That's true.
which is good actually because it's going to be my first Acura scale double O gauge locomotive.
Is it?
Yeah,
Ah, fair play.
but it's actually a Hudson Austerity, which is an 060 saddle tank locomotive named Wilbert.
Yes.
It was actually named Wilbert in the late 80s after the Reverend Audrey.
Yeah.
And before Monday night, on that evening Monday night when it got announced, I started reading it, just being nosy, and then I noticed something in it. Hang on, because I noticed it worked in places like Chasetown
Yeah.
and West Cannock Colliery, which West Cannock Colliery is Hensford.
Yes, it is.
So I've been doing some more digging into it. But then I found out, not confirmed though, because I don't know how solid the information is, but I have found out it worked in Rouge Colliery, which is Lee Hall Colliery, the one that closed in the 90s.
Oh yeah.
Because it ended its days there. I'm thinking, hang on, is Wilbert one of our local lads,
And then,
local boys,
yeah.
which basically hit the buy button. But like I said, I don't know how true it worked. It ended up finishing at Lee Hall Colliery, but it definitely worked in West Cannock Colliery.
Did it?
Yes, which is Hensford.
Ah. Also, so I think ChatGPT is drunk here because I'm not sure where it thinks Ravensbourne station is, but
On the Hayes line.
yeah, have a word.
Hey there.
Surely that should be Ravensbourne on the.
Yeah. That's why you got to give it as much detail as you can, because I know AI is not everyone's cup of tea, but sometimes it's
Sometimes it's not the smartest tool in the drawer.
not the smartest tool, but sometimes it can be very helpful.
Tell you what, I like that.
Yeah.
That looks great. Oh, that looks great. I like that.
I know there's somebody I know, you mentioned AI to, it's like, thinks it's the devil.
So let me just do a bit of rejigging around it. So put that there.
Yeah.
Move that to. Where did we say we were moving it to? There. There we go. And just modify that to that.
Oh yeah, actually, there is something else I want to talk about. Liv Morgan. Now we're interested.
Yes, go on. I'm red carding myself for that one, but no one would have believed me. Yeah.
No, because
for context, Ian put his tongue between his fingers, and well, you go from there.
yeah, I bet everyone would.
Yeah.
But no, because she's actually got a role in a movie called Bad Lieutenant.
She has.
And I actually found out last night apparently they finished filming it, her scenes, and apparently they were impressed with it.
Of course. Who wouldn't be impressed with Liv Morgan?
Can't remember what the actual thing was, but they were like really impressed. No, really impressed with her performance. And bear in mind, I think this is her first movie as well.
Yes. Oh, I'm gonna wait to see what this comes up with.
Yeah. But then it makes you think, should Liv Morgan be the face of the company?
Should she? No.
No.
No. Should she be the face of the women's division? Yes. You will get me on that hype train all day and every day.
I think that's what I was probably meant to say, to be honest. Not the face of the company, the division.
It's like, now let me tell you something, right? There is a series coming up on another channel. I can't go into too much detail,
but she does play a very pivotal role in helping out. She does play a very, very pivotal role. And trust me, folks, when this series drops, I had a lot of fun filming it. We're going to have a lot more fun filming it as well. It's going to be great because now we've got Stephanie Vicaire. Yeah. Ian watches NXT for the plot. The plot, Stephanie Vicaire.
Yeah.
That's all you need to say. That's all you need to say. I'm not sure what that thing's on about.
Nuclear flask of Beckham Hill.
But you know the good thing?
Hmm?
It's the thumbnail.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that and see what happens.
Yeah, I didn't mean the face of the company. I'm more like the face of the division.
Yeah, but I agree. She should definitely be. She should definitely be thought of in some respect.
Yeah.
Because I think she is. Everyone's like, oh, Charlotte Flair. Fuck Charlotte Flair.
Not literally.
Not literally. No.
To be honest, I think the Charlotte Flair era has passed.
Yes. The Charlotte Flair era, the Becky Lynch era, and in some respects the Bayley era as well. They've gone. They've gone now. It should be all about Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley.
Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair. To be fair, I think even the Bianca Belair hype train has disappeared as well.
Mind you, somebody did say that, didn't they?
Yeah, because she's had the same gimmick since she started.
Yeah.
It's time for something fresh, and I agree. We all know that.
It's like Naomi. Her gimmick was dancing and
Yeah.
in the globe,
but now it's proceed with caution.
Yeah.
And she plays that heel role so well. So we have got to watch a lot of Netflix.
We do.
We do. We got to watch a lot of Netflix to catch up. There's a lot of stuff we need to watch to catch up.
But yeah, so
But definitely, I think Liv Morgan should be the face of the division. 100%.
yeah.
100%. Let me just save that. Yeah, come at me now.
You know what, there's something else that I did ask ChatGPT.
What did you ask it?
Because I was, you know, we were watching Mission Impossible last night,
Yes.
the one with Solomon Lane.
Yes.
So I asked it, what would happen if Solomon Lane's plans did succeed?
That's a good question. That's a good question. Now, are you talking about if Solomon Lane's plan had happened in the first movie or the second movie with Henry Cavill?
Well, this is the thing, you actually gave me both.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm interested. I'm interested to see what would have happened here if I'd have won. It's good to see you again,
So
Sheldon.
basically, gives the plot first.
Yes.
He goes, if he had succeeded, multiple terrorist acts and assassinations would be plunged nations into distrust, leading to an economic collapse, coups, or even war.
Yes.
Global intelligence agencies would be discredited or rendered powerless.
Yes.
The syndicate would have functioned as a shadow government, manipulating global events unchecked.
Yes.
And Ethan Hunt and the IMF would have likely been eliminated or framed, preventing any internal resistance.
In other words, what you're saying is, I'd have won.
Yeah, that was the one in Fallout.
Yes.
No, Rogue Nation.
Rogue
sorry.
Nation. Fallout is the one with Henry Cavill.
Yeah, that what would happen if he succeeded in Rogue Nation.
Yes.
Now this is what would have happened if he succeeded in Fallout.
Okay.
If he had succeeded, global humanitarian disaster with millions dead and supply chains destroyed.
Yes.
Major political powers might blame each other, escalating to nuclear retaliation. Western intelligence agencies would be blamed for failing to stop it, resulting in a massive distrust or dissolution. Yeah, dissolution. Lane could have been used the chaos to rebuild civilization
Yeah.
in his radical image and force peace through devastation.
Interesting. I've done this because this video is right after the Catford loop, because this is one of the kind of videos I'm doing this year to try and ease the backlog up as much as
the
as
Hayes
possible.
line.
The Hayes line. So, to me, that title doesn't go. However, this this description, I think, does go very well. I think this description does go very well. The only problem with that is,
Yeah.
and this is the only problem with that, I've mentioned those stations in the timestamps. Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you what I mean. So this is it at the moment, and you can see there at the timestamps at the very bottom, they're all mentioned there.
To be honest, there's nothing wrong with mentioning them twice.
Really?
Or you could incorporate the timestamps in that as well.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So let me do that. Right. So,
And to be honest, I think sorry to interrupt. I think I talked about it for part one thing.
and what's that one thing?
Let's laugh at Manchester City for losing the FA Cup. But no, Crystal Palace did deserve that.
Hold on a second. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that cartoon meme that's going around. Hold on. Let me point at the Premier League. Hold on a second. No. And now let me point at the Champions League. You do the other one.
Eh?
No.
No?
Now let me point at the FA Cup.
Eh? No? I don't get that.
Basically, it's one of the star players, so I'd imagine it'd be Erling Haaland in this occasion,
Yeah.
or maybe even Kevin De Bruyne. He'd basically be pointing at the trophies they could have won. So for the Premiership, Liverpool won it, so there'd be Mo Salah there. So he'd point at it, and Mo Salah would be like, no, and then he'd cry a bit more. Then he'd point at the Champions League. Who knocked Man City out of the Champions League? Was it Bayern or was it Barca? Come on, Google. Who? Google. Google is my answer to everything. Who?
But yeah, I think that's all. We've actually gone through the list. So even if we didn't. Oh,
it's Real Madrid.
Oh, Real Madrid.
Real Madrid. So it'd be Jude Bellingham in that. Oh no, Mbappe. It'd be Mbappe. He'd point at the thing, and Mbappe would be like, no. And then they'd
Oh,
point
is that the Man City player that goes cry?
Yes. And then they'd point at the FA Cup and the Crystal. Oh, who's a good Crystal Palace player?
Eze.
Oh, Eze, yeah. Eze, yeah. They point at, and Eze would be like, no. And then it would put a full mental breakdown.
Because he's the one that actually scored the goal.
Exactly. I do believe that means that Man City have won. Let me think what Man City have won this season. Let's think what Man City have won this season. What have they won this season?
Actually, we haven't stated the obvious.
What's the obvious?
This is a bloody rivet route.
Red for rivet.
Yeah. They're still quiet.
They are. They're too quiet. They are too quiet, if you ask me.
And they finally got the message and just sod off.
Maybe they have finally got the message. Who actually knows? Who actually knows? So yeah, let me just grab something here, so I can do that.
Yeah.
But instead of putting that, put that.
Yeah.
Ah,
And have that bit further up, and you can even keep the timestamps as well.
yes. So where do I put this then? I know that's wrong because I want to change that.
Probably in the middle of those two, or
What, say there?
there, or the top one.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks better there. That does look better there. Yeah, let me go grab that that title as well. Let me go grab that title.
Yeah, because this. To be fair though, even though it's a rivet route, it's actually not that bad of a rivet route.
Yeah,
There has been some worse ones.
there's been worse ones, definitely.
Oh, is this the last one of this as well?
No, it is not. The next one is the last one, sir. Also, can I just borrow that for a second? Hold that. Hold that. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move.
Oh, to get rid of the Bernina Line.
Yep. Get rid of the Bernina Line. There we go. There you go. Thank you. I'll just put the Frankfurt S-Bahn at the top.
Yeah.
Actually, oh no, sorry, I do apologise. It's the Goblin that should have been on Wednesday, not West Coast Main Line.
What happened with the Goblin?
Oh no, we're just pushing the Goblin back.
Ah.
Because I've already done the intro for the Goblin, I'll just push it back a week. That's all.
Ah, fair enough.
I'll just push it back a week so
Whoop.
it makes sense. But then again, I think I've got to push everything back a week. Because I've done some intros already. Haven't I? Let me have a look. What am I doing here? I'm just doing that. That's what I'm doing.
So basically got the intros ready for the videos.
You are sorry?
So you got the intros ready for the videos.
I've got some intros ready for the videos, yes.
Oh,
But not all of them. Let's see what I've got. That's the Goblin. That's the Bernina Line, which is here ready.
yeah.
Boston, Worcester, Five Circle, Kensington, San Bernardino, West Coast. That's all I've got. So I've just got to push back. So Goblin would go where San Bernardino is. San Bernardino would go where MBTA Commuter would go. Oh,
That's not good.
that's not good. That's kind of not good because I'm pretty sure that's the Wednesday one. Okay. Maybe Ian didn't quite think this through.
Oh, because that'd be the roadmap.
Yeah. That's the roadmap stream. Okay. I'll figure it out. Don't
Yeah.
worry. I always figure things out.
And you get paid to do it.
I get paid to do it as well. Absolutely.
You know what that get paid to do it's like?
What?
The package is on the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the opening scene of Mission Impossible Rogue Nation?
Yes.
They do this scene when they try to get some biohazard weapons off a plane, but they call it the package.
Yes.
So they keep saying the package is on the plane. Yes, we know the package is still on the plane. It's just how they set it up to get that package off the plane.
Indeed.
The build up to it.
It's just how it all goes, and then it's
Comedy with a bit of seriousness.
yeah.
But to be fair, it does work.
It does. It does work just perfectly.
So we're near at the destination, are we?
We are. We're nearly at the end of the Bernina Line.
With the wagons.
Absolutely, yes. We're nearly at the end.
I don't know, it just... With the rain and the mist, it does look good a bit, but...
It does.
It's still a rivet route.
It's still a rivet route, absolutely. And plus, at the beginning of this, they all saw the mastery. They all saw the flying freaking cow finally.
Oh yeah, a fucking cow.
A fucking cow. And I think the next one, because the next one I think is a snow one. I want to see what that fucking cow looks like in the fucking snow.
Pull the other one.
No, I won't pull it. Oh god, if this wasn't a you stream, I'd be reading you quickly, pal. I'd be reading you quickly. You know I would.
That's true.
Yes, there we go. So I just need to put the thumbnails in with this one, and we should be good and golden. Go here. I'm trying to think which one's the best one to go with as the main thumbnail. I think it's going to be, personally, this one.
Is that a tunnel we're going through?
That is a tunnel that we're going through, sir.
Weird looking tunnel.
It is a weird looking tunnel. Do you agree with that? The first one's always if it defaults, that's the thumbnail everyone goes with.
Yeah.
I'm just not. I think they're all strong, but I don't know, the first one just looks better for me.
You know, you can actually upload those on the ChatGPT and see what it says.
Really?
Mm.
Okay. Let me do that quickly now then.
Ask it for possible outcomes and you've got about a minute to do it.
I do have a minute to do it.
Your mission, if you choose to accept it.
My mission, should I choose to? I can't even find the bloody thing. It just giving me. It's not giving me. There it is. It's that one.
Yeah.
That one. That's it. There.
And you got the platinum.
I got the platinum. I know I did. I just want to go with this here. Right. Let's attach. Oh, you've got to log into. Fuck you.
Ah.
Fuck you.
Mind you can log in and still use it for free.
I can do. I know. That's what I'm doing with all of that. So, yeah, join us on Wednesday for the debut of the Frankfurt S-Bahn line on the channel. And in accordance, he's bored you for 2 hours. He can have the final word of the video.
Wasted.